This is going to be the biggest punishment for you. Before end of April, someone is about to leave you, for this is going to be the biggest punishment for you. Before end of April, someone is about to leave you for a reason your spirit senses but your heart refuses to accept. Deep within your soul, you felt something shifting, something beyond your conscious understanding, yet the signs have already begun whispering warnings into your intuition. You felt it as a tremor within your relationships, subtle fractures growing quietly, concealed beneath conversations and silences alike. Archangel Michael stands witness, narrating this unfolding event with compassionate authority, knowing that what appears as a punishment in your eyes is actually the rearranging of destiny by divine hands. April carries with it spiritual turbulence, one that could tear apart connections built on fragile foundations. You might feel this departure looming, though you've tried desperately to ignore it. You sense distance where warmth once flourished. Words left unsaid weigh heavily upon your soul. Your heart longs to hold on, yet something deep within knows you must brace for the inevitable. Archangel Michael assures you this apparent punishment is only a gateway, a necessary ending paving the road toward your higher purpose. Yet in your humanity, the pain feels overwhelming. Know this: the universe never punishes, it corrects, redirects, and refines. What feels like loss today will manifest as liberation tomorrow. Beloved, the timing is critical. Before the end of this month, you will witness an emotional storm, but you're not alone. As Archangel Michael guides you through this challenging revelation, divine protection envelops you, cushioning your fall, strengthening your resolve. He whispers gently yet firmly into your spirit, reminding you that departures are often divine interventions, removing barriers you didn't know existed, freeing you from chains you mistook for bonds. It is essential you stay vigilant, spiritually alert, recognizing that although your earthly heart mourns, your soul silently rejoices, anticipating the blessing disguised as loss. Know this deeply: your suffering is not unseen, nor is your anxiety unheard. Michael declares confidently, heaven knows your story intimately, and divine hands have already prepared healing balms for your wounded heart. The timing, though seemingly cruel, is precisely aligned with your destiny. The end of April signifies not just endings, but new beginnings, unfolding a future more radiant and aligned with your divine purpose than you've imagined. Embrace this revelation courageously, as painful as it is, knowing fully that every detail of this event has been orchestrated to propel you toward greatness. Archangel Michael says clearly tonight, be vigilant. Something profound is shifting in your atmosphere, and you must be prepared. This very moment, even as you hear these words, divine energies are stirring the fabric of your reality. The veil between your awareness and spiritual truth has grown thin, and this message arrives precisely when your heart most urgently needs it. The urgency isn't merely symbolic, it's tangible, immediate, and powerful. Before the clock strikes midnight at the end of April, an event destined to redefine your relationships will unfold. This isn't random chance, this is divine timing at its most potent. You're being warned with compassion and intensity because your soul must awaken to the truth that someone close, someone you trust, is preparing to depart from your life. Beloved, this is no ordinary departure. It carries the weight of destiny and spiritual correction, and while your heart will perceive it as punishment, Archangel Michael assures you it is in fact a redirection orchestrated by heaven itself. You've been sensing subtle warnings, haven't you? Moments of quiet unease, inexplicable sadness, the soft whispering of anxiety late at night. Archangel Michael stands by you now, his presence illuminating these hidden truths, preparing your spirit for the trial ahead. Know this: you are never alone in your journey. Archangel Michael guards you fiercely, standing at your side, his sword drawn against confusion and despair. He calls upon you urgently tonight. Prepare your heart, awaken your spiritual sight, and remain alert. The clock is ticking, and spiritual preparedness is not a luxury, but an essential armor you must wear boldly. You are receiving this divine message at precisely the right moment. There is no coincidence in spiritual matters, only perfectly orchestrated synchronicities that pull you toward greater wisdom and clarity. Archangel Michael sees deeply into your heart, recognizing both your fears and your strength. He sees the divine spark within you struggling to remain illuminated amidst growing shadows of uncertainty. His voice echoes powerfully, resonating through the realms of the spiritual and physical alike, to declare your divine protection and guidance. You have been chosen specifically to hear this revelation now because heaven believes you're ready, even if you doubt yourself. Trust the timing of this prophetic warning. It's no accident that you're listening intently right now. Every word you're absorbing is charged with spiritual significance, preparing your spirit, aligning your heart, and strengthening your resolve. Beloved soul, tonight Archangel Michael invokes your spiritual awakening. He calls forth your inner strength, the courage within your deepest self, empowering you to face the inevitable truths that will manifest before the end of April. This is not merely a warning, it is an invocation of your spiritual resilience. Feel Archangel Michael's protective shield around you now. Visualize divine light enveloping your heart, preparing you emotionally, mentally, and spiritually for what comes next. As this revelation resonates in your core, know with absolute certainty that the heavens themselves have aligned to guide, protect, and uplift you. Type Amen now to receive divine protection and blessings. 1111. Someone thought they knew you deeply, and Archangel Michael reveals tonight they've misunderstood you profoundly. Your quiet strength has been perceived incorrectly, your gentle silence misread as weakness or surrender. Archangel Michael sees clearly what you have yet to fully realize. A troubling conversation is quietly unfolding behind your back. Yes, even now as you sit and absorb these divine words, whispers grow louder. Misguided assumptions and fragmented truths are weaving themselves into stories that bear little resemblance to your reality. And yet, you remain unaware, your heart innocent and open, trusting the very ones who harbor doubts, resentment, and hidden agendas. Archangel Michael urges you to awaken now, to realize the danger of blind faith in those whose intentions are veiled in shadows. Beloved, understand clearly, the person preparing to leave believes they've uncovered some hidden truth about you. Yet, they hold only fragments of your story. In their blindness, they judge what they cannot comprehend, forming conclusions that fit their narrow perspective. You have felt the strange chill of emotional distance, haven't you? Moments when conversation seemed hollow, laughter strained, warmth missing from familiar embraces. Archangel Michael, who watches over you, knows your heart better than even you know it yourself. He recognizes that you have quietly questioned these subtle changes, though you've pushed away your intuitive fears, dismissing them as paranoia or unnecessary worry. Listen now to Michael's authoritative yet compassionate voice. Your intuition is no deception. It is a divine alert. You must honor it. Tonight, Archangel Michael exposes these unseen emotional disruptions so you can clearly see what had been obscured. A betrayal is quietly forming, hidden in subtle actions, masked behind smiles, unspoken words, and veiled criticisms. This revelation is intended to awaken you, not to frighten or discourage you. It is a divine gift, granting you insight, giving you precious time to emotionally brace for the coming storm. April's end marks a critical moment when concealed intentions become manifest reality. Those who gossip, judge, or misconstrue your truth will finally reveal themselves openly, and you will see clearly the nature of their hearts. While this truth may wound you deeply, Archangel Michael promises you divine healing, wisdom, and spiritual elevation. Your emotional disruption is temporary. Your spiritual victory is eternal. Feel Archangel Michael's presence now, standing steadfast at your side, protecting you fiercely from energies intended to break you down. He reminds you urgently that these events, though painful, will ultimately purify your circle. Relationships built on illusion, misunderstanding, where insecurity cannot remain. Heaven has decreed it necessary for certain bonds to end, making way for authentic, divinely aligned connections. Michael whispers reassurance into your spirit tonight, guiding you through emotional turbulence toward higher wisdom. His sword cuts through confusion, anxiety, and deception, illuminating clearly what your heart has sensed but your mind has struggled to accept. You must stay spiritually vigilant. Pray fervently for clarity. Ask the heaven to reveal what remains hidden. Listen carefully, not just to the words of those around you, but to the silences that speak loudly, telling deeper truths. Let Archangel Michael's divine guidance lead you bravely through these uncertain days ahead. Stay grounded in your integrity, rooted deeply in your truth. The shadows of misunderstanding can never extinguish your light. Instead, they serve only to reveal your true strength, character, and divine essence. Type Amen now to claim clarity, protection, and divine blessings 2222. If this message deeply resonates with you and you feel called to support, consider showing appreciation through super thanks, super chat, or super stickers. Contributions of $5, $10, or even up to $20 greatly help us continue delivering spiritually enriching content. Your generosity makes a meaningful impact. Beloved, Archangel Michael stands in divine authority tonight, illuminating a critical revelation. The battle unfolding around you isn't merely emotional, it's profoundly spiritual. You perceive this situation as personal heartbreak, betrayal from someone you love or deeply trust, but the truth is more intricate, more powerful. Listen closely now, for these words hold the power to shift your entire understanding. The forces at play here transcend mere human misunderstanding. They are spiritual forces reacting fiercely against the radiant light growing stronger within your soul. Yes, this painful chapter you face, this seemingly cruel punishment, is a direct reflection of your spiritual elevation. Understand this truth clearly. Your rising triggers the discomfort of shadows. Those unwilling or unable to match your spiritual frequency naturally begin to drift, to misunderstand, and eventually to leave. Archangel Michael, guardian of divine truth, sees the broader picture. He knows your heart trembles at the thought of losing someone close. He hears your silent prayers and feels every ounce of your confusion. But know this firmly. What appears to be punishment is the manifestation of spiritual cleansing, necessary to remove energies that hinder your divine journey. Your presence has grown luminous, vibrant with purpose, and profoundly intimidating to lower vibrations. You've sensed, haven't you, moments when your own growth seemed threatening to others? Subtle envy masked as friendship, veiled resentment hidden behind smiles. Michael now calls upon you to see through these disguises clearly. Embrace this spiritual awareness, for it will become your strongest shield. This is not merely an emotional separation. It's divine protection at work. You are being carefully and intentionally shielded by heaven itself, shielded from relationships and energies that no longer align with your divine destiny. Every tear you shed, every moment of anxiety you experience, is transforming you, fortifying your spiritual resilience. Your suffering isn't meaningless. It's sacred preparation. Archangel Michael speaks firmly tonight, declaring you as a chosen vessel of divine purpose, protected fiercely, guided powerfully. He reminds you boldly that this conflict is spiritual warfare, a battle not of flesh, but of spirit. The shadows stirred by your increasing brilliance lash out, desperate to suppress your ascension. Yet they are destined to fail, for heaven has placed a divine seal upon your destiny. You stand protected, guided, and utterly invincible within divine grace. Beloved, embrace this conflict courageously. It is not your enemy. Rather, it serves you powerfully, revealing your hidden strengths, illuminating your sacred purpose. Do not allow bitterness or resentment to cloud your spirit. Instead, recognize the higher perspective Archangel Michael provides tonight. Your true essence is under divine guardianship, and the heavens wage battle on your behalf. Walk boldly in this truth. Speak softly yet powerfully in this divine knowing. Your heart might tremble now, but soon it will beat stronger, clearer, and more vibrantly aligned with your soul's true calling. As April concludes, the spiritual purpose behind this painful revelation will become undeniably clear. You will see that heaven has skillfully orchestrated every detail for your ultimate elevation. Archangel Michael implores you now, trust divine timing implicitly. Trust divine protection fervently. Trust divine purpose fully. You are profoundly loved, intensely guarded, and divinely prepared for what lies ahead. What feels today like punishment will tomorrow be recognized as your most significant spiritual liberation. Tap Amen now to anchor yourself in divine clarity, spiritual strength, and blessings. 3333. If these revelations resonate deeply within you, I invite you warmly to keep engaging with more powerful insights regularly by returning often to receive clarity and spiritual support from these messages. Archangel Michael declares urgently tonight, a pivotal action approaches swiftly, and you must prepare your spirit. The one preparing to leave you isn't simply drifting away quietly. They are gathering their strength, orchestrating an exit designed to profoundly unsettle your world. Even as you receive this message, energies stir silently in hidden corners, decisions are being finalized, and words meant to strike your heart deeply are being chosen. Michael sees clearly beyond veils and illusions. He sees the precise moment forming when this revelation will burst forth into your reality. Before the end of April, expect confrontation, a message, or an unexpected encounter, an event carrying profound emotional implications. Prepare your heart and mind, not to fear, but to withstand with grace. Know this clearly. You are spiritually forewarned, and thus forearmed. Beloved, listen carefully. Archangel Michael speaks directly into your consciousness tonight, warning you with compassionate clarity. The person preparing their departure is weaving their truths into deceptive narratives. They spread your name entwined with twisted facts, casting shadows upon your reputation. These distortions are meant to weaken you emotionally, to leave you vulnerable. But understand profoundly, your true strength can never be defined by another's misunderstanding or malice. The divine truth of who you are is eternally protected, sealed powerfully by heavenly authority. Their words, their actions, their judgments hold no real power over your spirit. Your identity rests securely within the divine hand. Still, Archangel Michael urges vigilance. Pay close attention to subtle shifts and unexpected communications in these final days of April. Silence will break, disguises will fall away, and hidden intentions will be unveiled clearly. Be prepared emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Archangel Michael senses your heart's heaviness as you receive these words. He knows your first instinct is anxiety or fear, but beloved, replace fear with clarity and strength. You are not called to panic, you are called to readiness. Divine protection already surrounds you like an impenetrable fortress. The whispers forming against you will fail, breaking against the wall of heaven's fierce protection. The darkness plotting its strike will stumble and scatter before your spiritual shield. Yet, you must remain spiritually alert. Hold your composure, respond with dignity, and remain anchored in your integrity. Refuse to play into drama or desperation. Let your divine stillness speak louder than defensive words ever could. Allow truth to emerge organically, trusting heaven fully. Archangel Michael speaks powerfully into your spirit now. The next days until the end of April will be defining moments, critical crossroads shaping your path forward. Your spiritual maturity will be tested. Yet, remember profoundly, you are guided divinely, protected intensely, and never alone in your trials. Heaven itself stands at your side, ready to defend and uplift you. This seemingly harsh punishment will transform into an illuminating revelation, realigning your path to greater authenticity, strength, and clarity. Each difficult moment ahead serves your ultimate spiritual elevation. Each confrontation brings divine truth into sharper focus. You are becoming exactly who heaven intends: resilient, spiritually awake, and empowered. Tonight, Archangel Michael fortifies your resolve, declaring unequivocally, remain grounded in your divine strength. Prepare calmly yet decisively for the coming confrontation. Let no word or action unsettle your divine peace. Hold sacred the knowledge of your true identity, untouched by another's judgment. Understand that these warnings are not threats. They are spiritual awakenings meant to empower, uplift, and protect you. Your heart may ache, but your spirit grows stronger every passing moment. This April will end not in devastation but in liberation. Trust heaven's perfect timing and face the coming revelations bravely, clearly, and unwaveringly. Type Amen now to receive divine protection, clarity, and spiritual strength 4444. If this profound guidance resonates with your heart and spirit, and you feel moved to offer support, your generosity through super thanks, super chat, or super stickers of $10, $20, or even $50 is deeply valued. Your heartfelt support enables the continued creation of powerful, uplifting spiritual messages. Archangel Michael speaks clearly and firmly into your heart tonight. Beloved, stay grounded. Now, more than ever, you must anchor yourself deeply within your inner truth. Your spirit is being tested in profound ways, confronted by energy seeking to unsettle your divine alignment. Yet know this truth powerfully: your silence, your calmness, and your emotional steadiness are not signs of weakness. They are your ultimate strength. Archangel Michael declares emphatically that your stillness possesses immense spiritual power. In these crucial days leading to April's end, do not allow the turmoil of others to invade your sacred peace. Do not explain yourself unnecessarily. Do not plead or negotiate your worth. Instead, let your presence speak louder than your words ever could. Heaven is fighting fiercely on your behalf. Your role now is simply to remain centered, aligned, and spiritually aware. Beloved, Archangel Michael knows intimately the struggle within your heart, the urge to justify yourself, to correct misunderstandings, or to cling desperately to connections fraying at the edges. But he assures you profoundly that such actions will only diminish your spiritual clarity. Instead, trust implicitly in divine justice. Heaven sees all, knows all, and handles all. Your true character, your purity of intention, your unwavering heart, these remain eternally protected by divine authority. Remember firmly, you are not defined by the distorted perceptions or mistaken judgments of others. Your true essence shines brightly within the eternal gaze of heaven. Allow your dignity to remain intact, your emotions calm, and your mind clear. Resist the temptation to engage in drama, accusations, or emotional confrontations. Michael assures you powerfully that peace and strength flow abundantly from your silence. Archangel Michael commands you tonight to see your emotional resilience as your sacred armor. Feel his protective wings encircling you, shielding you fiercely from emotional turbulence. In the quiet hours ahead, pray and meditate deeply, affirming your spiritual grounding. Let your prayers resonate powerfully into the divine realms, declaring your trust, surrender, and clarity of purpose. Visualize a divine fortress surrounding you, impenetrable to negativity or chaos. Archangel Michael reminds you compassionately that heaven has long foreseen these difficult moments. Nothing occurring is outside the scope of divine understanding or control. Even now, invisible divine hands carefully guide you through this emotional tempest. Trust fully that every step, every unfolding event, every whispered word is ultimately serving your spiritual elevation and empowerment. In the coming days, as tensions rise and emotions swirl, Archangel Michael instructs you to breathe deeply, to pause and reconnect to your spiritual core. Let peace become your instinctive reaction to chaos. Embrace the powerful art of sacred silence. When confronted, remain emotionally neutral, expressing neither hostility nor desperation. Let your inner peace unsettle those who seek your reaction. Understand clearly that your composure is the greatest testimony of your spiritual maturity. You possess divine wisdom within your silence. Heaven itself communicates powerfully through your calm spirit, declaring to the world your profound alignment with divine strength. Beloved, you are not abandoned nor forsaken. Archangel Michael is profoundly present with you. Feel his divine assurance whispering deeply into your heart. This too shall pass. This challenging chapter is fleeting, yet its spiritual lessons and blessings are eternal. Remember powerfully that your life, your relationships, your entire existence rests securely in divine hands. Your future holds joy beyond current sorrows, clarity beyond confusion, and blessings beyond apparent punishment. Trust profoundly in divine protection. Remain spiritually centered, and let peace reign supreme in your spirit. Type Amen now to receive divine protection, emotional clarity, and powerful blessings. 5555. Beloved soul, if these messages uplift and guide you, remember to return regularly to receive continued spiritual clarity and powerful divine insights. Your ongoing presence is deeply valued. Beloved, Archangel Michael stands beside you tonight, declaring boldly that your moment of empowerment has arrived. This painful departure you've dreaded, this profound loss that feels like punishment, is precisely the catalyst needed for your divine transformation. Hear this clearly, for Michael speaks not merely words of comfort, but words of powerful revelation. You are no longer the person they assumed you were. You have evolved profoundly, silently strengthening beneath every trial, every misunderstanding, and every harsh judgment. This painful ending is not the destruction of your heart. It is the liberation of your true self. Archangel Michael confirms powerfully, out of these ashes, you shall rise, brighter, stronger, and more radiant than ever before. Their departure does not mark your failure. It signals your divine victory. Beloved, Archangel Michael declares emphatically tonight, they cannot touch what God has sealed. Your purpose, your destiny, your identity, these are eternally safeguarded by heavenly decree. Though your heart trembles now, uncertain and fearful of the future, heaven sees the magnificent path unfolding before you clearly. Michael assures you with divine authority that your life is being rearranged not by random chance or cruel fate, but by profound, loving intention. This loss you fear, the departure you resist, will soon become the very event you thank heaven for orchestrating. It will reveal hidden reservoirs of strength, courage, and clarity within your spirit. You will discover depths of resilience you never realized you possessed. This trial is your refining fire, purifying your soul and empowering your spirit to rise to new heights of divine purpose. Tonight, Archangel Michael invites you boldly to shift your perspective entirely. What feels like punishment is, in divine truth, preparation. What appears as loss is actually spiritual liberation. As April concludes, the divine storm you face will clear, revealing a radiant dawn, fresh with promise and possibility. Michael reassures you firmly, you are destined to step confidently into a new season of spiritual maturity, emotional clarity, and authentic alignment. No longer will shadows of doubt cloud your path. Instead, powerful spiritual insights will illuminate your every step forward. Trust in this divine shift profoundly. Embrace your empowerment fully. Heaven believes deeply in your ability to transcend temporary pain, transforming it into eternal wisdom and unbreakable strength. Beloved, recognize profoundly the incredible spiritual strength already within you. You have endured much, weathered storms silently, and maintained dignity amidst chaos. Archangel Michael honors this strength, reminding you powerfully that your trials have already revealed your extraordinary spiritual resilience. This moment, difficult though it seems, will further illuminate your true power. Hold fast to your spiritual grounding. Remember your inherent worth, your divine protection, and your powerful destiny. Allow the departure of those who misunderstand or diminish you. Their exit creates space for authentic connections aligned perfectly with your elevated spiritual frequency. Archangel Michael encourages you profoundly. Prepare joyfully to step into empowerment. You are divinely chosen for greatness. Their absence can no longer hinder your spiritual ascent. From this moment forward, allow every thought, action, and emotion to align with your powerful inner truth. Rise with confidence, knowing that every step ahead is guided by divine authority. Heaven itself celebrates your courage, your clarity, and your unwavering spirit. Let the world witness your divine transformation, a living testament to spiritual resilience and radiant empowerment. Tap Amen now to claim divine empowerment, spiritual resilience, and blessing 6666. Beloved soul, your continual presence here nourishes your spiritual journey. Let these divine revelations strengthen you regularly as you continue engaging deeply with these messages. If this message deeply resonates with your spirit, remember your support, whether through super thanks, super chat, super stickers, or memberships, helps us powerfully deliver transformative spiritual content. Your generosity is profoundly valued and instrumental in creating messages that uplift, inspire, and empower. Archangel Michael proclaims clearly and prophetically tonight, a profound spiritual breakthrough is swiftly approaching. You have endured much heartache, misunderstanding, emotional storms that threatened your inner peace. But now heaven itself moves decisively on your behalf. Before the end of April, beloved, you will witness divine justice unfold in ways that leave you breathless with awe. The truth you've quietly yearned for will emerge powerfully, sweeping away the shadows of doubt, restoring clarity to your spirit. Michael assures you with authority and compassion, your trials are not endless. Your patience has been tested, your faith deeply challenged. But know this profoundly, your spiritual rewards are near. This revelation, which you once perceived as punishment, is truly a divine catalyst designed to elevate your soul. Beloved, Archangel Michael emphasizes tonight that someone unexpected will step forward soon, bearing witness to your truth. Divine intervention is already moving swiftly, arranging circumstances perfectly to unveil hidden realities and reveal misunderstandings for what they truly are, temporary illusions soon to dissipate under the bright light of heavenly clarity. Expect peace to enter your life in surprising ways, healing emotional wounds that felt impossible to mend. You will soon understand fully that the painful separation looming before you has been carefully orchestrated by divine hands. Archangel Michael confirms powerfully that what felt like the greatest punishment of your life will soon be recognized as your most extraordinary blessing, a pivotal turning point guiding you toward your ultimate spiritual destiny. Heaven itself speaks directly to your heart tonight through Archangel Michael's powerful message. Divine favor is gathering momentum in your atmosphere. This challenging chapter represents your final test, the concluding phase before your powerful elevation. Every moment of doubt, sorrow, and anxiety is now giving way to clarity, joy, and profound spiritual strength. You are entering a transformative season, one in which blessings previously unimaginable will manifest powerfully and undeniably. Trust fully that your journey through this emotional turmoil has prepared you spiritually, equipped you emotionally, and strengthened you profoundly. Your soul has grown resilient through struggle. Now it will flourish abundantly in peace. Beloved, Archangel Michael prophetically reveals tonight that your spiritual breakthrough will redefine your reality, creating vibrant new pathways toward joy, success, love, and authentic relationships. The ending you fear will give birth to countless new beginnings. From loss will emerge powerful opportunities for growth, alignment, and happiness. Trust deeply in heaven's perfect timing. Hold steadfast to your spiritual truths, allowing divine wisdom to illuminate your path forward. Soon, you will celebrate the departure you once dreaded, recognizing it clearly as liberation rather than punishment. Heaven's higher perspective sees your tears transformed into joyful gratitude, your pain into wisdom, your struggles into spiritual mastery. In these final days of April, Archangel Michael urges you profoundly: remain faithful, hopeful, and spiritually attuned. Watch closely for signs and synchronicities. Heaven is communicating clearly and frequently, offering reassurance and guidance at every step. You are beloved, chosen, and divinely favored. Embrace your spiritual transformation fully, knowing confidently that your highest good is divinely secured. Your destiny is bright, powerful, and extraordinary. Heaven stands proudly at your side, witnessing your courageous spiritual growth and divine alignment. Type Amen now to embrace your divine breakthrough, profound transformation, and spiritual blessings. 7777. Beloved soul, your continual engagement here nourishes your spirit profoundly. Remember to regularly experience these messages, strengthening your divine connection and spiritual clarity. Tonight, Archangel Michael calls upon you powerfully and compassionately. Rise and take immediate spiritual action. This divine revelation was not delivered merely for contemplation. It demands your decisive response. Heaven has illuminated clearly that your life is on the brink of transformative shifts, and your spiritual awakening now depends upon active alignment. Archangel Michael urges you urgently yet lovingly: affirm boldly your willingness to embrace the divine purpose behind every painful departure and difficult revelation. Speak clearly from your heart, declaring aloud your spiritual courage. Say, I release what no longer serves me. I accept divine realignment. I trust heaven's perfect timing. Each affirmation you utter activates divine alignment, opening wide the path ahead for profound spiritual blessings. The universe itself listens attentively, ready to respond swiftly to your empowered voice. Beloved, Archangel Michael emphasizes powerfully that your active participation tonight seals your divine intention and strengthens your spiritual protection. Take action now by affirming your readiness, declaring confidently, I embrace divine clarity. I welcome divine protection. I step fully into my divine purpose. Michael assures you emphatically that your spoken declarations carry immense spiritual power. Heaven awaits your decisive response, ready to reinforce your commitment with boundless divine favor. Your spoken word is not mere sound. It is spiritual authority in action. Let your voice ring clear, confident, and unhesitatingly firm. In your deliberate action tonight, you send powerful vibrations into the spiritual realms, aligning profoundly with your highest destiny. Archangel Michael reminds you passionately that your heartfelt response tonight symbolizes spiritual agreement. Your action signals profound alignment with divine timing, opening spiritual gateways previously unseen. Your willingness to embrace spiritual truths, painful though they might seem initially, allows heaven to move swiftly, delivering blessings, clarity, and peace directly into your life. Tonight, as you respond boldly, type your affirmations of divine readiness in the comments below. Let your written words become sacred contracts with heaven, visible signs of your profound spiritual dedication. Understand deeply, your action tonight empowers you significantly, affirming your spiritual maturity and divine readiness. Beloved, Archangel Michael passionately instructs you, allow your divine clarity and strength to radiate outward, visibly signaling your profound spiritual resolve. Your active response tonight clears away doubt, anxiety, and confusion, establishing firmly within your spirit powerful truths about your divine identity. Your spoken affirmations and typed responses activate powerful spiritual energies, unlocking divine favor and accelerated breakthroughs. Heaven rejoices at your decisive spiritual commitment, standing ready to support, guide, and uplift you powerfully. Archangel Michael proudly witnesses your spiritual courage, knowing your intentional actions tonight seal your divine destiny. Archangel Michael warmly reminds you now, your immediate action tonight creates lasting transformation. Type Amen clearly below if you wholeheartedly receive and accept this powerful message. Let your bold response echo powerfully into the spiritual realms, profoundly affirming your divine alignment and spiritual readiness. Remember, beloved, your voice carries immense spiritual authority. Use it decisively tonight to activate extraordinary blessings and profound clarity. Type Amen now to affirm your divine alignment, spiritual readiness, and powerful blessings. 8888. Beloved, if these divine revelations continue to uplift your soul profoundly, keep experiencing these messages regularly. Your frequent presence deeply nourishes your spiritual growth. Tonight, Archangel Michael proclaims boldly and compassionately, Beloved, you are not a victim. You are the revelation. The trials and separations you endure now have not diminished your spirit. They have magnified your divine strength, illuminated your resilience, and revealed the profound power within your soul. Those who attempted to break you, those who misunderstood or betrayed you, have inadvertently amplified your spiritual truth. Michael affirms powerfully, every tear you shed, every heartache you felt, every challenge you've bravely faced, has refined you profoundly. These struggles are not punishments. They are divine clarifications, essential awakenings, powerful transformations leading directly to your highest destiny. Archangel Michael lovingly reassures you that your journey, though difficult, has been carefully guided by divine wisdom. Your hardships have birthed extraordinary growth, your pain transformed into powerful spiritual insights. Tonight, he reminds you emphatically that you stand firmly within divine favor. You are luminous, courageous, and profoundly protected. Your true self shines brilliantly through every darkness you've encountered, illuminating your divine authenticity and spiritual maturity. Michael proudly declares tonight, Let them whisper. You rise. Your detractors no longer define your identity. Your powerful presence, your radiant energy, and your profound spiritual alignment speak clearly for themselves, silencing doubts and illuminating truths. Beloved, As you approach the end of April, know with absolute certainty that heaven walks closely beside you, fiercely protective and lovingly supportive. Your trials have prepared you, your losses have clarified your path, and your emotional struggles have ultimately liberated your soul. Archangel Michael affirms prophetically, your future holds extraordinary blessings, vibrant opportunities, and authentic connections aligning perfectly with your spiritual growth. The painful departure you once feared now reveals itself as profound liberation, a catalyst propelling you toward divine clarity, spiritual empowerment, and limitless possibilities. Embrace your divine truth fully tonight, standing proudly in your spiritual integrity. You are deeply loved, fiercely protected, and powerfully destined for greatness. Archangel Michael closes this divine message with profound encouragement. Step confidently forward, beloved. Hold tightly to your spiritual clarity, allowing your inner peace and divine strength to guide you decisively. The storms have passed, the shadows dissipated, and your true form shines radiantly, empowered by divine light. Remember deeply that you carry within you the full authority of heaven, unwavering support from divine realms, and powerful spiritual protection. Let no lingering fear disturb your newfound peace. Walk proudly forward, knowing unequivocally that your path is divinely secured. Archangel Michael watches over you intensely, blessing your every step, profoundly proud of your spiritual courage and divine alignment. Beloved, tonight Michael assures you with powerful authority, your heart, soul, and destiny remain eternally safeguarded. Trust in heaven's perfect plan. Know confidently that every perceived punishment is revealed clearly as divine redirection, and every loss is transformed beautifully into spiritual liberation. You are profoundly cherished, deeply valued, and powerfully guided. Archangel Michael stands eternally by your side, honoring your strength, resilience, and spiritual clarity. Walk forward bravely, confidently, and joyfully, knowing you are forever protected by divine authority. Step in now to receive these profound affirmations, divine protection, and powerful blessings. 9999. Beloved soul, if these messages resonate deeply, continue to watch my channel videos regularly. Your continued presence strengthens your spirit profoundly and ensures you remain divinely guided and spiritually enriched. May divine favor, clarity, and peace be eternally yours. Amen.